Hi, my name is Amargo. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the Raven House. If you're not, welcome back. I do my readings a little bit differently. I'm a hereditary root worker, healer, and astrologer, and I read using poker cards. These are not my cards. These are cards that blend tarot with poker cards, and I actually read them using astrology, numerology, and a little bit of hoodoo influence. If you're interested in looking at learning how to read similarly to how I do, there's a link in the description to my Patreon. I'm making a course, but I'm leaking the videos onto my Patreon along with other things like PDFs, knowledge about herbs and what to do with them medicinally as well as astrologically and spiritually, as well as building a community of knowledge that also links to a website that I also write, a blog that I also write. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the description. Okay, so I was shuffling and I already got the 6 of hearts dead center in this. I do a 9 grid. That's the easiest way that I can actually read things is through a 9 grid is my go-to spread. And in the middle, I got the 6 of hearts, which is also the Lover's card, which is also the 6 of cups. Okay. And 6 of cups is actually about nostalgia. 6 of cups is also about, this is the sun in Scorpio energy, and this is dead center. Now, I want to be clear about something, and a lot of people do this crap. The Lover's card is not about love. It's about choices. The context of the cards around it could lead to love, but this is about choices that have to do with something personal to the heart, okay? And we got the 6 of cups. We got sun in Scorpio energy. This is something from looking at something from a deep perspective, making a serious decision, something that's in the middle, and it may very well have to do with another person, okay? So, and this is in the middle. Underneath it is the 2 of diamonds. This is also the 2 of pentacles. This is also the Empress card. Not Empress. High Priestess, excuse me. I said Empress. I'm going to keep that in mind. So I want to think about that. But this is the High Priestess card. This is about understanding inner balance, having an inner balance, and how you conduct yourself, and actually having a lot of self-reflection on this. This is Capricorn energy. This is Jupiter in Capricorn. Okay. This Jupiter is about finding your abundance and recognizing your abundance and having the ability to explore and expand. And Capricorn is about tying up loose ends. It's about thriving in rough situations. It's about thriving within having those the standards that you normally have. But also in this, it talks about finding your inner balance and conducting yourself emotionally, spiritually, socially, and accordingly. Okay, and this underneath the 6 here, and I'm going to get to this other card, but I want to pull out a few more and see what happens. So we got 2 cards, excuse me. Where do they go? I see here and here. Okay, so got 2 more cards. Let's just get like 4 more cards out. Okay, that landed on top of these 2, so I'm going to leave that as an anchor. Pull that one out. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, there's 3 cards. Look at that. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we got an anchor card. What is that? Ooh, Tower card. This is the Tower card. But this is also the 6 of Wands. Okay, now I want to be clear about something. As a reader, and I talk about this all the time, the Tower card is not a bad card. It only becomes a bad card when you're not ready for things to change. If you are holding on to things that don't serve you anymore, if your foundations are based on something that isn't healthy for you, wasn't healthy, so for a lot of people, it wasn't healthy for you to begin with, but maybe it was at one point for some of you, and now it's not. Those foundations need to be ruptured and reset in order for you to take on a brand new life where you are the center of attention. This is Jupiter in Leo energy. Okay, Jupiter in Leo is Jupiter. First of all, Jupiter is again. I got Jupiter again. Where was the first one? Here, Jupiter in Capricorn. Okay, so Jupiter energy is about abundance, expansion, and then exploration. Okay, and then Leo energy is about being the center of attention. Is about the drama. It's about being a light to other people as well. And the 6 of Wands, in general, is a story. It's a my brain. I'm on other planes right now. It is a card about being the victor. It's about being a celebrity in your own right. It's about being the center of attention. And this combination, sixes are actually also about give and take energy, just to simplify it. So you're looking at, there's something you're exchanging about the fire that you are driving, that something that you're creating in your life that has a lot to do with that. In exchange, the energy you give off is drawing people to you that are actually going to push. Okay, you're talking, it's like there's like so many messages coming in at once. Okay, so, but in order for you to have this new energy come in, you have to not let old energies, I heard you changed. Don't let those people bother you. You have always been the same person. Now you're just letting that person come forward now. And the people that have thrived, responded, found solace, found support, whatever it is, in the fakeness that once was, or the uncomfortable or insecurity that once was, that isn't anymore with you. These are the people that are moving out of the way because they're not serving your purpose. They're not serving who you are anymore. These people have to leave. This is why this is a moment of your reality starting to rupture, and now you're going to have a much better time with your life once they're out of the way. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, so all right, so I do, like I said, I do a grid of 9, 3 columns, 3 rows. Okay. And there's usually I don't have an anchor card, but this is a significant card. But the center of your reading, like I said, is the Lover's card, which is also the 6 of this is the 6 of Cups, and this is the second 6 that you got. Okay, this is the energy about give and take. In the major arcana, the Lovers is the sixth card as well. So it's something I'm going to think about. So in between these 2 cards, the ones I just showed you, we've got this 4. This is the 4 of Cups. 4 of Hearts. This is also Moon in Cancer. Okay, so what we're dealing with, Moon is about your energy reflecting according to the light you have been given. Okay, the type of energy you have been given. Your Moon placement in your chart, in your astrological chart, is about how you respond to the energy someone gives you. Okay, and it changes accordingly, or it stays the same accordingly. And this is in Cancer energy. Cancer energy, first of all, is a cardinal water sign. It is a cardinal signs are energy that forces things to stabilize, balance, or change according to its environment within its element. Okay, this is water, so we're dealing with someone who is trying to find stability and within the places that warm their emotional side, their intuition, etc. And this is a clan. Anybody who's a Cancer knows that they find their happiness or stability or whatever within having people around them that are like them. Okay, and we got them in between your anchor card and the center card. This is in the center of the 9 grid. Okay, this is in the eastern position of the 9 grid, which is about your mind. Okay, it's about the eastern position is about air. Is about water, and it's about air. Air is about thought and communication. And when it's in the dead center of the eastern position, we're talking straight up about your mind being in the way of whatever's going on in here. You got what I see here, there are new people coming in your life that will support you in making better decisions about something that is huge, something that matters to you the most. And you're too busy staring at this. You see this? You see this? All of these opportunities that have happened before, you're worried that somebody is going to betray your trust or hurt you again, and there's a new opportunity, look at this, that's coming in, that's going to give you better support. This is similar to the last reading I did, but you're worried that this is just another problem. You're facing this energy of you are the old people, and all the ones that are like, you've changed, some of you are trying to hold on to these mother effers that are not serving your purpose anymore, your calling anymore. These people, let them the F go. If they turn around and come back to you, they're going to come back, and you're going to they're going to be the same, but you're going to recognize that they're no good to you anymore. Or they're going to come back with a new perspective and actually be more supportive of what you got to say. Okay? And this is for, take what resonates here. Okay? I dropped one! This fell, and this was on my arm, so I'm going to take that into account here. But what we got here, 4s are about stability. I want to also point out, this is someone looking for stability in their heart, and when emotional stability. And they feel better dealing with their emotional stability when they're looking at what's familiar. But this Tower card is saying that foundation was already cracked to begin with. It's made of sand. It's falling apart. Let it go. Right? Let it go. It's not helping you anymore. Okay? You got a much better stability coming in if it isn't already here. Okay? Your decisions will be better and better chosen but with this new group of people. Okay? But you got to let your energy come forward and let those people find you. Right? Next, in the Western position, we have the 6 of Wands. Another 6. This is the third 6. We got 3 6s here. Okay, don't start with that 666 stuff. Okay, we don't know her here. Okay, let's be clear about the 666 number is you can take it with a grain of salt. However we want to, but the number 6 is about exchange. It's about self-reflection, personal reflection, and exchange. Okay. Excuse me. And there are some people who 3s actually connect with spiritual. It actually has significant of spirit trying to talk. Okay, and there's 3 6s, so we're dealing with someone who has to deal with an exchange, a change in your existence in the mind. This is the 6 of Swords, which has to do with the mind. With it, swords are connected to air. Air is connected to thought and communication. When we have 6s, you have an exchange of the heart, and then the exchange in your desires and passions in life. Okay, so you got those are the 3 areas that you're dealing with the most. There's only one diamond here, so we're not dealing with your physical reality as much. We're dealing with your thought and communication. We're dealing with your intuition, and we're dealing with your desires. Okay, these are the things that we have to focus on the most. And now we've got the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is also, this is Mercury in Aquarius. Okay, again, this is Mercury is about commerce. Is about exploration. This is about moving forward and finding change and not thinking so hard about the consequences. It's about finding new positions. And Aquarius always thinks outside of the box. It is ruled by both Saturn and what's the other one? Saturn and oh my God, Uranus. Saturn and Uranus. And no, Saturn and Neptune. Is my brain stopped working on me. Saturn and Neptune. Saturn and, I know I probably got that wrong. I feel like I messed it up. I just had a brain fart. Excuse me. But basically, long story short, Aquarius finds the rules and regulations, like with Saturn, only to find out what just to throw out what doesn't serve them and like think outside the box and just question everything. Okay, this is about taking that moment, taking that time, and focusing on why you're so hung up. And this is set in the Western position. Western position is about water. Water is about emotion and intuition. And you got this moon energy here, again, with the moon sitting up here. What we're dealing with right now is bringing what's more important, all this water surrounding it. Aquarius is the water bearer. The Aquarius listens to their feelings, their gut feelings. Like, why are we doing this? And they question everything. Okay. So I want you to take the time out and question why these mofos are more important to you. These mofos are more important to you than the new ones that serve a better purpose to you in order to move on from your situation. This one landed on top of the next card I'm gonna talk about, I guess. But I need you to actually put yourself in and take a step back and like look at, like, why am I like this? Why am I looking at this world like these people? I know they don't serve my purpose. They don't care about me. They care about me staying the same so that I don't leave them in a cold or make them feel insecure. This is about me right now. I need my happiness. Why? But these new people actually support my new happiness. Why am I? Give yourself a chance to look at it that way, because then you'll be able to start finding better stability emotionally by giving a little bit more trust to these new people that are actually good for you. Okay, so I guess we're talking about this one next because When I dropped this one, it landed on this card. So this is the Seven of Wands. This is Mars in Leo. This is in the original teaching that they taught me that I learned from this, they were talking about this is the sexist card. This is the most sexist card in the deck. But I personally as a reader read this as it's more important to trust people who are like you. It could be your gender, your own gender, male, female, other. But it's more important that you trust, it's better that you trust people who are more like you than those who are not. That's what this is actually pointing out, okay? Mars is about attack and about initiating and starting things and being that leader in the war room, coming up with strategies. That this is that emperor energy, okay? And it's in a Leo. This is about focusing on what best makes you shine, what makes you the center of attention, what brings your attention, what brings to your needs. It's about you, okay? And trust those who are more like you. And this is sitting over top of this card, okay? That need for stability that's sitting in the east. This is in the northeast. North is the direction of Earth, which is about your physical reality, and then east is about the mind. So you need to set your thought process on what's right in front of you, what you have physically, and utilize that for the sake of actually making the changes for the better. And since we're in the eastern position, let's look at the one on the other side. So underneath this one is this one. Okay, so we've got, this is another Mars card. This is Mars in Aries. This is Mars in Aries. No, Sun in Aries. I'm like, wait a minute, so Mars or Sun? This is Sun in Aries. Okay, Sun. Yes. I'm having brain farts today. Just go with it here. This is Mars in Aries, okay? The Sun in Aries. Sun in Aries. This is Sun in Aries, okay? Sun. It's about starting. Oh God. Forget it. I'm gonna ignore it. But there's Is it still recording? It's still recording. But this is that energy of this is distracting me. Get off my screen. Thank you. This is energy of initiation. This is the energy of starting new beginnings. You see how this is like just a TP, and you see the tools on the bottom. This was just made. They're not making plans. They're not thinking about, okay, where am I gonna find my water? We got some water in the back if you want to use that. But where am I gonna find my resources? How am I gonna eat? They're not thinking about all that. They didn't think about all that. They're not trying to force stability before they even take the first step. They're just starting. Anybody who has Aries in their chart, in whatever position, they're not thinking about trying to prevent things from going wrong. They see a new opportunity, they jump on it. Don't think about it. When it comes to finding the stability that you need emotionally, it's gonna come to you. There's something new that's coming forward in your life when it comes to whatever decisions you're trying to make, and we'll get to that a little bit further. It doesn't involve your squad. It involves you recognizing that you have better opportunities out there, and the ones that are holding you back should not be. You're holding on to them, and that's what's making them hold you back. Okay, let go. And this is in the southeastern position. So what's going on in your mind is those desires for change, and you know that you need to let them go. You need to let them bitch and moan in the corner. They can whine all they want, but you gonna change. Okay, that's your decision. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so right next to this one, I already talked about this one, is this card in the bottom position. On the other side of this card, you got this card. Okay, this card is you put it back in position. This card is in the southwest corner. This is the 10 of Swords. This is also the Judgment card. This is also my brain just, I have a brain fart here. This is not Libra. This is Aquarius. This is wait. I want to make sure I'm overthinking it. This is Sun in Gemini. Sun in Gemini energy here is actually because I want to be clear about something. This is your Sun energy. This is the energy that comes forward the most. Okay, this energy is Gemini. Gemini is that two-faced, Janus spirit that actually looks both ways. They change their mind a lot. This is the energy of letting go of what was, okay, and moving forward. When it comes to the mind and the biggest worries you have, or the stuff that you think about the most, this is the energy of recognizing that you're being called to move forward and let go of the biggest things that are going on in your mind. There is another tarot. The original tarot card is some dude dead on a beach with like 10 swords in his back, but the sun's rising. And no matter what went on before, what happened. Whatever went on before, there's always tomorrow. The life's gonna move forward no matter what the hell happened to you before. You have to learn to allow yourself to make peace with that in your mind. And this is in the southern west position. South is about fire, which is about desire for change and a passion for new beginnings. And west is about emotion and intuition. It's connected to water. And recognizing that in order for you to move forward and have those, make that change to actually have new passions that allow you new passions to come forward in your life so you can do the things that you really want to do with your life, you have to first let go of the worries. It's not easy. Take your time with it, but it must happen. Okay? And this is underneath this card. I already talked about it. This is Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury in Aquarius. So this energy, again, is about moving forward, recognizing, okay, why am I worried about this? And just let go. Okay? It may not, for some of you, it may be easier than others, but this is something you have to give yourself perspective so that you know why it's time to let go. You know there's things in your mind and the things that you say to yourself, for a lot of you, and I feel like that's an emphasis. Y'all say the most ugly things to yourself about yourself, and they're not even your words. Somebody else taught you, trained you, conditioned you to say those type of things. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that. Because they're not your words. You need to give yourself perspective and say, okay, why am I saying that kind of stuff? That's not me. This is one of these suckers that don't want me to let go. Insecure people will always reflect onto you what they actually mean about themselves. Always. These are the ones that feel uncomfortable standing next to you in your light. And they feel insecure and they don't know how to deal with it. So instead of actually taking the time to actually focus on what's going on within themselves, they want to reflect on you and say, okay, you're a problem and here's why. That's not it. That's not the one. All right. At the top of this one, this western side, we got this card. So this is over top of this card. Okay. This is another. This is Saturn and Sagittarius. Okay. Saturn is about tying up loose ends. Sagittarius is about exploring and moving on. So we've got this energy of learning how to deal with what's going on in our life and in our systems and actually making peace. So let me be clear about something. You got in 3 places. Realize what you keep thinking about. Realize that that's not you anymore and move on. Have some better perspective. Understand why you were saying that bull crap in the first place. Realize it was other people and not you, and move on. Recognize the things that you were bugging you in your spirit that you wanted to change. Meaning you wanted to change the people who are in your life, and get them on board with the new person that you are, and recognize that's just not going to happen, and move the fuck on. And this is all in the Western position, which means you have been feeling this in your spirit for a minute. These people need to be let go. Okay? You need to stop. You need to stop holding on to these people. They're not here for you. Stop it. And in the middle row, okay? We got the middle row here. We got middle column. Excuse me. Middle column. Right over top of your center card is this card. This here, that is Mercury in Cancer, okay? You got another Mercury card here. So we got Mercury in Gemini. No, this is Sun in Gemini, excuse me. Mercury in Aquarius. Then we got Mercury in Cancer. Okay, this is about communication, commerce. This is about how you think. Allowing yourself to move forward and explore in the mind as well. And this is in Cancer. Find new people. Find new people. And this is on top of, if you don't know who these people are, allow yourself to find them. Again, this is, like I mentioned this in another reading, that y'all might be on social media a lot. Let those be your tribe. Be yourself unapologetically, and those people will come forward that match your energy. This is what you need. To first recognize your worth, recognize who you are, allow yourself to explore that. Be unapologetic about, hey, you know what, this is who I am. I got trust issues. I'm insecure about this, that, and the third thing. And be open and honest. There are people who are going to resonate with you, the steps that you are going through in order to discover and understand yourself. Make a story about it. Be yourself. And if you're talking like in IRL, then be honest with the people that you are talking to. This is who I am. All right. You don't like it? Tough cookies. All right. I'm not asking you to be on board. I just need you to respect the fact that this is who I am. This is the perspective I see. We're going to be different. We're going to have differences. That's fine. I'm not expecting you to agree with me. I just need you to have respect for the fact that this is how I see the world. And this is what I'm going through. This is what I've dealt with in my past. You don't like it, you don't have to be here. But you have to stand on your business. All right? There's nothing more important than that. Let's do some more cards. What are we looking at? Which one are we looking at? I feel like these cards. I'm going to go ahead and grab these. Really, these? Is it these cards? No, not these cards. These are not the cards they want. These aren't the ones they want, sweetheart. Let's just grab these cards. These are the ones that we're looking at right now. These are the cards. So, I'm going to do this real quick because I'm trying not to... Woo! All right, we got our 4. Damn. All right. I'm trying not to make these videos too long, but you know, here we are. So where are we going? This one goes here. Okay. This one goes here. This one goes here, and then here. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune is the first one that came out. Then the Temperance card. Ooh, it's in reverse. I'll take it. It's 10 of Swords in reverse. Look at this. Okay, so up here, we got 10 of Swords card in reverse. I don't normally read in reverse, but when it lands like that, it lands like that. So, and another thing that stands out is the fact that you already got the 10 of Swords in a different position, and we'll get to that in a second. But up here, we got the 10 of Swords in reverse, which we're gonna pay attention to, and then we got the 2 of Swords in reverse. So those are the ones that fell out. So to make this quick, you got the Wheel of Fortune that came first. This is underneath the six of Cups, 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the 2 of Diamonds. 3 of Wands, excuse me, and the 2 of Diamonds. So what I've got from here, this energy is talking about trusting that your tribe is going to come forward and actually working within your energy to actually recognize what it is that you want from your tribe. And on top of that, we got Wheel of Fortune. So what the energy I'm getting from this is, as long as you trust let me get the right words, trust the process, and the right people will support you. That's what this means right now. The Wheel of Fortune. This card, I'm gonna actually pull up this. These cards actually have like cultural folklore for each one. So I actually want to pull up the card that corresponds. Okay, this Temperance card came up, so we'll be looking at that one next. But let me go to, where are you? Wheel of Fortune. The Anansi. Oh shoot. The Anansi and the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is from Ghana. P.S. It's from Ghana. The Wheel of Fortune is endlessly turning, spun by a trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. So what we're looking at is your luck turning around. Looks like you've been having some bad luck because you've been listening to the wrong people. But if you stand on your own business, you'll have people come forward that will support you in the way you need, and your luck will turn around for the better because these people are supporting you the way you deserve. Okay? The next one obviously is the Temperance card, because I saw that one next. I'm going to go ahead and pull that one up. But first of all, we want to look at the fact that it's got the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Diamonds, the 10 of Swords, or the Judgment card, and then the 6 of Swords. So the energy I'm getting here is that energy of moving forward because you have understood who you are and what you're about. And then right here we got the Temperance card, okay? So right here, I like this card. Isn't that pretty? These are beautiful cards. And, oh, I moved that. And right here, it is the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. It's India. It's the Buddhist Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva, excuse me. Temperance is about balance and meditation. Okay, so what automatically I'm getting, you taking time to meditate on who you are is giving you the better perspective. It's very necessary that you get the perspective that you need through allowing yourself to move forward, okay? Through meditation and perspective, okay? Meditate. Find new mantras. Learn about who you are, what you feel. Take time to hold still when something is bugging you. Listen to your spirit and say, okay, why am I upset? Why do I feel like crying? Why do I feel angry? Why am I worried? And let your spirit speak forward. Do this when you're alone. If you're not easy to disconnect from the world around you, just put everything on mute, be alone, and just ask yourself, okay, why are you feeling like this? And it'll help you come forward with what you're dealing with, okay? When it is being mutable, it is being mutable. That's weird. It is being mutable, recognizing when to change with the times and when to change the situation itself. Okay? This is about recognizing when it's time to change. The Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, that's a big word. Identities. The Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara identities are fluid, but their goodwill remains constant. Okay? You allow yourself to. One thing you have to be constant about is recognizing that you're flawed. That's not a bad thing. Recognizing that you have trauma, that you have shadow work to do, that you are still learning, you're still growing, you're still changing, just like every other human on this planet. And being solid in that fact that just because you don't have it all together doesn't mean you're a problem. The only problem that will be in your life are other people that will ridicule you for being human. These are the problems. And recognizing that you need to take time to actually listen to what you're feeling. Okay? This is how you find the perspective you need to recognize, okay, the people that have been bugging you before and saying, oh, you changed, you shouldn't be doing that. These people, they're the problem. Okay? Up top here, like I mentioned, we have a Ten of Swords right here, but that's in the southern position. In the northern position, northwest position, we have the Ten of Swords again, but in reverse. Okay, so I want to work on that and actually be clear about that. That is in the Ten of Wands. Around it is the Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups, or Three of Hearts. This is the Six of Hearts, and then the Six of Swords. Okay, so what the energy I'm getting from this is recognize. This is you finally letting go and moving on and actually finding your squad. And then we got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, I'm going to read the story and then read the reverse story about it. It's Ten of Swords. Here we go. Sedna, Canada, Inuit mythology. The Ten of Swords represents backstabbing and betrayal. Sedna's father pushes her from his kayak and chops off her fingers when he tries to cling to his boat. She sinks to the bottom of the ocean and becomes consumed with wrath. Someone tried to silence you. So I got a cough all of a sudden. Excuse me. Someone tried to tell you to shut up. Don't tell them to do that. Don't let them tell you to do that. Okay? Tell them to mind their damn business. Okay? She sinks to the bottom of the ocean and becomes consumed with wrath, eternally seeking revenge. Now, here's the next thing. The reason why it's in reverse. And this is in the center of the reading is a Scorpio card. So if some of y'all asses are Scorpios out there, and I'm one of them, and I'm gonna tell you right now that your knee-jerk reaction to start revenge with people, that may not be the best idea. Okay, I want you to be clear. I want this to be clear with you. I need you to see that what this situation that you're dealing with, in this case, revenge is not yours to do. If you're one of those I'm one of the higher vibrating Scorpios. Higher vibrating Scorpios understand that, karma, I don't like using the phrase karma's a bitch because that's the misuse of the word karma. But I'm gonna tell you right now, their energy is gonna turn against them very soon. And you know it. So leave that up to your ancestors. Call on their ancestors even to whip their ass, or get whatever God you believe in, or send angels, or get Hecate and do something. But allow spirit to handle it. You worry about your damn self. You mind your own business. You don't let your need for them to understand how they wronged you to hold you back, because it will hold you back. Leave them the F alone. Give it up to your higher power, and then leave them the F alone. You stay about your business. And the reverse is surviving disaster, recovery, regeneration, and the inevitable. Okay. Again, the inevitable is that their bullshit is actually going to bite them in the ass. So leave that alone, and you worry about you. Okay, that's in reverse. And now finally we have the Two of Swords in reverse. That's underneath the Three of Hearts, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Hearts, and the Six of Hearts. You got a lot of Hearts energy. So what I've got is clan. I got a lot of clan energy, finding your strength and support in the people who are like you, and we got the fun and the Two of Swords in reverse. So let's look at what this card says. Two of Swords, moving back. We got the Sita, India, Hindu epic Ramayana, okay? The Two of Swords represents being stuck between hard choices. Sita's decision between, okay, I already got, those hard choices will be smoothed out with your squad, okay? Which is why you need to trust them, okay? Your new people are going to help you with the passions that you have a drive for. The Sita's decision between Scylla, Scylla, I'm not going to ruin that, and Charybdis, okay, is not easy. It's not easy and cannot be made blindly. It calls for self-reflection. Things can only remain balanced for so long before a move must be made. Okay, don't allow yourself to stay stagnant. Again, your squad will help you come out of this fear of making big decisions. That's another thing that this is talking about. Stability in the heart, which is what the Four of Hearts or Four of Cups is about. And one of the reasons why stability is held so tightly is because nothing's moving. Whether it's stability in the mind, Four of Swords, stability in the heart, Four of Cups, stability in your spirit, Four of Wands, or stability in your physical reality, Four of Pentacles. If the reason why nothing is falling over is because nothing is moving. Period. And some people will do everything they can to keep it that way. I call it buoy syndrome. When that was the first theory that came through my head. When you're so used to being thrashed around in the ocean, dealing with emotional stress and trauma, but you find this buoy that you're holding onto, is the one bit of stability you've had in hours, maybe days of swimming, trying to make it through the storm that you've been going through. And then you're floating along on this buoy, and this buoy brings you to a shore, an island that's like maybe 2 football fields away. But you won't let go of the buoy, because what if there's a shark in the water? What if there's some sort of coral reef that's poisonous and it cuts you open and you die? There's a lot of things that can happen between here and that island. So nope, I'm gonna hold on to the buoy. We're not. At least I know the buoy won't hurt me. You don't know. The thing you've been holding on to it so long, it starts to rust. You get cut from that, you get tetanus. You're not supposed to hold on to it forever. Eventually, you're gonna die from dehydration and exhaustion because you haven't let go of something that does not serve you anymore. You have been presented with something much, much better. You see trees over there. You see coconuts. You see fruit. You see animals you can make friends with or kill to make food, whatever you want to do. There's opportunities over there on that island that you wouldn't have had, that you don't have holding on to this wonky ass buoy. Okay? You gotta be willing to let go and trust. Trust. You have to trust. Or nothing's ever gonna change for the better. Just because you're not in a worse situation than you are now doesn't mean you're in a great situation. You get what I'm saying? And it's in reverse. So indecision, lies exposed, delays, and overwhelming fear. So I need you to also understand exactly what I just said, is that the reason why things are not changing is because you are too scared to let go of what's familiar. You have to let go of what's familiar in order to allow things to change. You want to be happier than you are now? Do that. It's not going to get any better without it. Okay? And that's all I have to say right now. If you like the way that I do my readings, I have more stuff that I do on my Patreon. Again, I'm making a course that I drip onto Patreon, and also I have quarterly readings. I have PDFs and different types of things. I teach about natural medicine, astrology, etc., and herbs and how to use them in different ways, and way more stuff that's on the Patreon. You can find the link in my description, as well as my blog that I talk about spiritual cultures and restoring the divine feminine back to everyday culture in modern day. Okay, I love you. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to see you next time. Okay.